Hey MSC, it is Fee here, and we've got Nadine here who we're going to get to know a little bit better. Hey Nadine,
Hi, Fee.
thanks for joining us. So, Nadine, you've only been with us for a short period. I was only just realising just earlier how short a period you've been with us for. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and your family?
Yeah, sure. So, my husband Josh and I moved to the area in December last year and started coming to MEC right at the start of January this year. We moved up, we've got 3 kids. One of them's in school and the other 2 are preschool aged. I work a couple of days a week. I've only been doing that for the last couple of years. Prior to that, I was full-time stay-at-home mum. I have tried twice to be a nurse, and both times I've had a baby and dropped out of uni. And yeah, I'm just busy raising kids and trying to juggle that and work and yeah, just life.
Yeah, busy lifestyle. So I
Very
can
much so.
imagine during lockdown that it's pretty chaos in your house. So, what does an average day look like in lockdown for you, Nadine?
Busy. Less busy in some ways, but 3 kids in the house, it's never really very dull. We've got schoolwork in the morning for our eldest. She does that on Zoom, does her own thing. I'm busy doing housework and trying to keep my 15-month-old out of mischief and my middle daughter out of trouble as well. After lunch, I usually have a rest if I can. I try to at least sit down with a cuppa in hand while the kids read books or just play quietly. Doesn't always work out that way. And then once I've got a bit more energy, we usually just head outside and spend as much time out there as we can until it's time to cook dinner and just do the evening crazy hour.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's been beautiful weather, so that's been perfect for that, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's been great.
Now, obviously, as a Christian, we on our Christian journey, there are lots of ups and downs in our life. So, how are you going in your walk with Christ at the moment, Nadine?
I think it varies a lot from day to day. I mean, overall, my beliefs and convictions remain the same, but how I feel about my faith journey can vary depending on the struggle of the day, which is, I mean, it's affected by COVID, but as a parent, some days are tough. Yeah, I think throughout my time since becoming a mum, I found it hard to find time in the Word and to set aside dedicated time to pray and just dig into reading the Bible on a regular basis. Some days I do it, some days I don't. But I found Bible study to be a real lifeline for me for the last 7 odd years. When I haven't really had a lot of mental energy for investing in the Word. Other times it's great to be able to get together with other people and just spend time really going through it in a more uninterrupted context.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you're actually part of our home group. Now,
Yes.
how do you find home group at the moment on Zoom?
I don't like Zoom very much. It's definitely better than not being able to see people.
Yeah,
But I really miss seeing people face to face.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I love being part of the Bible study group. It's been really, really encouraging. And I think that I've started to form some excellent relationships, even remotely. And yeah, it's definitely helped me to continue to grow, just being challenged and spending time in the Word with other believers.
Yeah, cool. Well, I can definitely relate to the young mum thing and the not having time to be in the Word and things like that. But
Yeah.
in those times, what are the promises of God that are a good reminder for you when it's not easy?
I think I've just kept coming back to the fact that my feelings have not determined Christ's faithfulness. That's been something that I've thought about a lot in the last few years. He is always constant, he's always there. There's a particular psalm that I've resonated with since my teens, which is Psalm 16, verse 11, which says, "You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." And I think that that's really always struck home for me because it's a reminder that when we lean into Jesus, that's when we actually find joy and true happiness, despite whatever struggles we might be going through. And everyone goes through the same things differently. Some people find some things hard that others don't. but regardless, Christ is always faithful. He's always there.
Yeah, cool. That's really encouraging, Nadine. And finally, what can we be praying about for you in this time?
I think as a parent, I want to represent Jesus to my kids. And that can be really hard sometimes because I struggle with sin, as we all do. And it can be hard to be kind and gracious and loving when I'm really drained and tired. So yeah, I want to be able to parent well and show my kids Jesus on the good days as well as the bad.
Absolutely. Well, we'd love to be praying for those things for you, Nadine. So thank you so much for sharing with us today. And we look forward to seeing you in person hopefully soon.
I hope so. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Nadine. Bye.
Bye.